What's going on YouTube? This is your boy Hype Down, and today we are going to be going over how to defeat Ret Paladins in a duel. Now, it was really hard for me to find some Ret Paladins because they are very low tier this season, but over time I was able to find some, so I hope you guys enjoy these. Alright, getting right into the action. I'm not going to waste too much time doing a introduction on this video. Right away I asphyxiate, and then I keep my range to do 2 icy touches and 2 blood boils. Usually they'll have either kings or might on them, so just get rid of that. Okay, he set the asphyxiate, so I linked that with a pet stun. So now he popped everything and ran away, which is fine. I see that I have all my procs, I have my death runes on this way, and I just pop my gargoyle on things just to, you know, you run away, fine, my range is going to eat you alive. So when I gripped him in just now, I just applied 2 necrotic strikes. Okay, now while he's running away, his goal is he's trying to dispel my dots. So right when I get next to him, I reapply my dots and I stack him with another necrotic. He was attempting to heal. As you can see, like when that number starts getting smaller, he's actually healing. So he was pretty much trying to play a kite, heal, dispel game. Did not work out for him. So your main thing you want to do, just stack some necrotics. Be patient because they might do an early bubble. So hit him with 2, that's good enough. And chase him down with death coils. Chain to ice him, reapply your dots. That's pretty much all you have to do to defeat a red. It's really not that hard. Now I'm going to show the same exact clip, but in real time. Okay, I'm getting right into it again. I'm going to asphyxiate, outbreak, icy touch, blood boil, just to get death runes. You can do 2 festering strike and icy touch, blood boil, whatever you want to do. I desecrated ground his stun. I pulled him back. I'm trying to keep the fight in my desecrated ground as long as I can, as you see. Now he's running away. I see what he's trying to do. He's trying to dispel my dots. Put my dots back on him. Making sure I got some type of necrotics on him. Trucking death coils at him. And pretty much the fight will go like this if the Pally does not bubble. They need to bubble. It's not cheap like it used to be back in Wraith of the Lich King. Ret Paladins need to use their bubble. And I have a few examples of that coming up for you. Alright YouTube, now before we get into bubbling Pallys, let me give you an example of another Paladin who refused to use his bubble. I actually told him in the conversation, you know, you can use your bubble if you need to. He said he didn't need to, so we fought without it. So again, I'll put Destiny Decay down, outbreak, icy touch, okay, asphyxiate, icy touch, blood boil, you know. So I kind of stagger my things a little bit because I want them to eat that asphyxiate. Then I follow that asphyxiate up with a pet stun, and that's why he was not able to follow me. When my PvP trinket procced, okay, sorry, I popped all of my things, and I'm trying to kite him. So right now he thinks that, okay, I'm gonna heal since he run away. I came back with a counter. Now he has 138 necrotic stacked to him, and he's not gonna heal at all until that's gone. So I see he's trying to run some more, so I try to ice him just to be able to throw some death coils at him. Pulled him in, he stunned me. But does not matter. My frost fever, my blood plague, my pet, and my gargoyle are just simply too much for him to handle. And it just wrecked him while I was stunned. I could have icebound fortitude the stun, but I just wanted to see what he would do. But again, he could not do absolutely anything. I mean, this is how every fight should go as long as the Paladin does not bubble. They need to bubble. Don't rage at a Paladin for using his bubble. They need it. They absolutely need it. They're not going to heal through anything because of the necrotic stacks. You can do damage while he's running away and dispelling your dots. There's nothing a Paladin can do without his bubble. Okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be showing this same exact clip again in real time. Alright, so I want to try to commentate with the normal speed. Okay, again, Death and Decay, outbreak. Okay, icy touch, blood boil. I did asphyxiate him, scourge strike, pet stun, popped all of my things so I see my trinket. Death coil, death coil. Okay, blinding
Alright,
might.
good now.
Desecrated ground that into a counter. Pause. One thing that I failed to mention is that I also hit him with 2 necrotic strikes. Okay, and while I was stunned, okay, he died because he still had those necrotics on him. He did not receive any heals because of those 2 necrotic strikes that I hit him. Okay, proceeding. Now see that he's down. I'm trying to get some runic power myself. Do another death coil at him. Hold him in. I got stunned, but again, it did not matter. I simply just had way too much damage out on him. I also applied a Soulreaper on him. I forgot to mention that. I did have Soulreaper on him too, and I think that also played a big part in what spiked him down at that last very second. So again, guys, please do not forget to apply Soulreaper at around 50%. Always go for 45 to 50% Soulreapers. Now YouTube, this is going to be a rematch with the same exact Ret Paladin, but you're going to notice that he tries to fight this in a different approach to prove his point that he didn't need his bubble. So I pull him into my Death and Decay, and I pulled him again, but I'm icy touching, blood boil, and then I asphyxiated him. I Icebound Fortituded his stun and to take less damage while he's doing his kite and BS. I truck death coils at him. From this point, my utilities are going to do all my damage, so I'm just going to chain ice him to keep him slowed, and to also gain runic power, so when I death coil him, I'm getting blood tap stacks. And don't sleep on death coil, they do a lot of damage. Death coil is a lot of damage. So right here, I gripped him into a plague strike to refresh my dots, Soulreaper, and blood tap necrotic strike. So it was grip, plague strike, Soulreaper, blood tap necrotic strike. Okay, one more time. I gripped him, plague striked him, Soulreaper, blood tap necrotic strike. Nothing he could do. I also put him closer to my gargoyle. The closer the fight is to your gargoyle, the more your gargoyle is going to be able to shoot at him. This should be hard evidence of paladins they need to use their bubble. I did not AMS at all in any of these dueling clips that you've just seen. I did not lichborn heal in any of these duels that you have just seen. So with that being said, I won these duels, I'd say with about 85% of my abilities, or maybe I'll give it 80%. Alright, now YouTube, this Ret Paladin is going to come at it with the same exact approach, the kiting technique. And they actually need this technique because, no offense paladins, but you cannot win against a DK if you stand toe to toe. Alright, I will support that statement a little bit later, but get into the action. I outbreaked him into a icy touch, blood boil. I see that he dispelled my dots, so I hit him with a plague strike to reapply them. When he got his space, I hit him with 2 death coils, and then I popped all of my things because I see that my proc trinket is activated. Another death coil. Now, as I'm making my way back to him, I'm going to necrotic stack him so I can negate some healing, okay? This is very important when fighting the paladin because when he's kiting, he's going to try to heal, and he's not going to get anything if you have stacks on him. He feared me. I said no. I hit lichborn to get out of it. Didn't need to, but I wanted to. I mean, don't ever do that. Don't ever lichborn a fear. Eat the fear. I mean, I just did it because I'm confident in fighting these paladins. Now, while he's doing all that, since I popped lichborn, I was like, you know what, why not? Let me get some heals from it. So now he gets next to me and he has all the things popped. I'm like, oh shit, I don't have my things to negate it. I don't have hit lichborn to save my life. So I spawned Fortitude. Now I'm trying to bang with him. I'm allowing my gargoyle to do its job. I'm keeping my distance and chain of icing to prep to get runic power for some conversion healing. And right when I'm about to die, Shotgun gives me that 35% warning. So when he gets next to me, AMS, I turn my conversion on. The chain of ice runic power that I'm using is helping me out with conversion. I'm tapping my conversion macro to get double the percent healing. I get close to him, asphyxiate, Soulreaper, Festering Strike, and I'm using all that runic power for death coil, and bow! Kaboom, bitch. 145k. Now this is one of the reasons why I'm so in love with this build, the mastery crit build, because when that happens in the arena, that is just such a fucking game breaker. I mean, there's nothing anybody can do about something like that. Alright, now moving into the next clip. Get right into the action. Asphyxiate. Outbreak. Icy touch. Blood boil. Blood boil. Pet stun. Scorch strike. Scorch strike. Death coil. I noticed that he dispelled my dots. I popped all of my things. Gripped him into a plague strike to reapply them. That's when he divine shielded because he wasn't jumping. Now when they pop divine shield, I slowed this down because I have downtime. I want runic power, so what did I do? I threw down Death and Decay and Horn of Winter. That's 20 runic power I just got for no reason. Now I'm back in action. I'm using everything that I just got. Necrotic strike, and I also turned my conversion on. Now when I asphyxiated him there, I noticed that he's going very, very hard on me, but I am prepped and ready. I have a lot of runic power. This is probably the point where you guys are like, man, Hype, I understand how to beat paladins in the way you just did, but what about when they save the burst? Well, here you go. You wait, and then right at the last second, AMS, Icebound Fortitude, and then lichborn heal back to full. Nothing different from what you've witnessed in my previous videos. This guy does magic damage. So when he's ready to blast you with all of that magic power, use all of that magic power to gain runic power. You're like, Hype, how do you heal like that? It's because the damage that he's doing to me is keeping me top of runic power. Soulreaper is on him. I plague strike him. I'm blood tapping into necrotic strikes. I mean, from that point, I mean, and while I'm healing like that, my garg and my pet and my dots are still blasting at him. Soulreaper is on him again. I mean, like, there's nothing really a paladin can do. He got greedy and he just tried to stay on me because he really thought that he had a kill. But that's the correct way of how to use your lichborn, and that is why I said do not pop out of a fear with lichborn, because you're going to need that for that moment right there. When you hear when you see wings and vengeance wrath and all that other extra stuff, it's like a lot of you might be like, oh my god, no, but I'm like, oh my god, yes, I need that. I'm about to die here. Give me all that runic power. Give it all to me. I'm going to heal back to full. And while my pet, garg, and everything else is doing all that damage to you, I'm healing back to full. Alright, now for my last video, YouTube, this is a gladiator paladin, and no different. I'm going to fight him exactly like I did everybody else. I said blood boil. I'm going to play this in regular time because this guy, we were banging. I mean, he banged in the pocket with me. He said, fuck that, I ain't running away. But when he seen that he was losing, he started backing off. When I started fucking getting low, I hurried up and did an early AMS lichborn heal, which I did. He popped bubble. I'm running away. I popped my Horn of Winter to get 10 runic power. Now we're back in action. I asphyxiated him. He trinketed it. Now you're probably saying, where's all your damage coming from? My gargoyle is back there, like popping on him. Now this guy is really dispelling my dots a lot, so I forget to reapply him, but I do, and he just takes him right back off. Now he's just trying to kite me and heal. So now we're playing the game that I want to play. Horn of Winter for 10 runic power and turn Converger back on. Now from here, as soon as I get in range, I'm just going to try to chain of ice him, asphyxiate him whenever I can to get close to him. Pull him in, blood boil. I mean, I really don't care. I don't care about hitting him from this point because my dots are going to kill him, and when I get close, I'm just going to Soulreaper him because he's not going to get that much healing off. So again, he tried to do some bullshit. Icebound Fortitude into AMS. Conversion is healing me. All of his damage is keeping me top of runic power. I mean, there's nothing this guy can do. Soulreaper procced on him that got him back down to low again. Hand of protection. I'm just watching him. I mean, I can rune weapon him right now for overkill, but I'm not. I'm not popping my rune weapon. I'm just, you know, fighting him like I normally would. I never use rune weapon in my fights unless I really have to for defensive purposes. Never spike down with that. Grit him into a Soulreaper. Asphyxiate, plague strike, blood boil, throwing death coils at him. Bow. Nothing he can do. Alright. He showed me respect just like I showed him respect. I mean, I never disrespect anybody. Duels are duels. They mean nothing. This guy indeed is 2500. There it is right there for proof. And there you have it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I mean, I wish I could have had some more for you, but there's just honestly not that many Ret Paladins around anymore. I mean, I'm on Tichondrius Horde, and if there is a Paladin, they don't really want to duel me, you know? I mean, I don't want to drop a flag on them, just like I don't want to drop flags on rogues. I mean, it is what it is. Good duels. No disrespect to any Paladin that was in this video. They all played very well, and yeah. And this is how you defeat a Ret Paladin. If you guys have any other questions, do not hesitate to ask. I will answer you all. If you guys have any other requests, please let me know. I will make it happen. Keep following me, guys. Again, thanks for all the love, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.